Good morning, everybody. It's Ramey here, so hope we're doing great. So happy Monday to you. So it is Memorial Day. Yay! That's right. Go Troops. So, but I do want to say thank you so much, to the troops out there. So, hey, Lisa, good morning to you. Hope you're doing great. So, hey, Paul, how are you? Thank you. So I'll wait a few minutes or a little bit just to see who else wants to jump on here. So happy Monday. Good morning. Oh, get the coffee in me. So, all right. So hope we're doing great. So hope your weekend was good. Hope we got big plans today. So I know up there where I'm from, I'm sure they have a nice parade up there in the Graph. So always a good time. So, but yeah, so it's pretty good. So I drink it strong, Paul. I gotta get moving in the day. So that's what it's all about. So I even grind my own beans. So I got a whole process I do. It takes too much time. I'm just telling you, it really does. But yeah, so we'll get started here. So but yes, hey Brian, how are you? Good to see you on here. Thanks for watching. But it is Memorial Day, so I just want to say thank you, especially to the troops out there, to all the families, all those who have served. So that's what this day is all about. I think a lot of us just think of it as just an extra day, to have off of work, and that's essentially not what it's all about, and I'm sure those who have, who grow up in military families, they have a whole different understanding, fortunately I wasn't in that particular situation, but I can definitely appreciate those who, travel across the country, and go and serve and have loved ones go overseas. I mean, that's mind blowing, that we do that. But I mean, as a part of serving, that's who we are, and that's who we are as a country. And it's not something especially unique, but it's something that's extremely, proud to be a part of. And we definitely do thank you for your service. So both the troops and your families. So I know it's quite a sacrifice. But I don't want to go, too deep into today. But essentially, what I want to think about is, Memorial Day, what it's all about, what we're doing to reflect today, and also just understand, why we're here today, why we have this time off, and hopefully you have time, when you're out with your family, doing your barbecues, going to that parade, whatnot, whatever you're doing today, at car shows, I'm sure there's some of those out there, just take time to reflect those. And if you see a soldier out there, or if you know of one, just go up to them and thank them. That's essentially, what we need to do. This is their day, and of course the ones who have passed, being Memorial Day, those are the ones that we truly need to honor. We need to cherish, because they are the heroes. So, but yeah, so I do want to thank all you out there, all the troops, the families, of course, But today's word, and I don't know how much you guys, follow me along through the week, but I try to have, a specific word or a phrase or something that I correlate with that day, just to get people fired up through the day, get them thinking, about goals, about what they want to accomplish, about their family, whatnot. So today, I really want to talk about is the fight, and the fight itself is, is everything essentially. I mean, that's who you're going to end up being. That's your process where you're in now. I thought of yesterday, going through this, like different, different aspects I could talk about, and whether it be like sacrificing, about honor. I mean, these are all wonderful, wonderful traits, and this will cover a little bit of that, but essentially it's the fight, and what we're fighting about, and of course, the brave men and women who are putting themselves on the line, their own lives, and their families, their livelihoods. I mean, that's a huge, that's a huge sacrifice, no doubt. But essentially, these folks, they're willing to go to a foreign land in many cases, or on a ship, and go across the world, and I think about that process, and what it would be like to be in those type of shoes. And I think we all should really, if we haven't been in that position, or in whether in the Army, Marines, whatever, or go back, to World War II eras, Vietnam, and just, I mean, those type of shows on the History Channel, and listen to my grandfather, whatnot, when he talks about Korea, which isn't much, but, it's just like, what the challenges must have been, in that situation. I think it really just helps appreciate just, what they had to go through. I mean, the fight themselves to just survive, I mean, going back to World War II, and I mean, just, I don't want to get too gruesome, but it's like, man, these were true heroes, and they are. So, I just, it's hard for me to grasp that, not being in that position, but I mean, I do really appreciate those type of people out there, and I definitely love them, for instance. But it is a sacrifice, and I think a lot of people, maybe not a lot of people, but they do it for different reasons. I would say, I mean, a lot of it, I'm sure, is to serve the country, which is wonderful. I think sometimes, folks, they escape it to get out of like inner type cities, and they want to escape the crime, and they want to be able to see the world, and that's no matter the reason to do it. I mean, it's all honorable, and we definitely want to appreciate those people, because it's a growing process. I mean, when you're in those type of circumstances, when you're in the fight, when you're in the grind, you're trying to survive, that's when you learn. That's when you go and you push yourself even further, and you figure out exactly what you're capable of. Because a lot of times there's no other choice. And they talk about, I don't know, it's George Washington's times or whatnot, where, they're crossing the river and, they're burning the ships, as they're crossing, because there's no other way, they're going back. So they got to go through those people, and fight through it if they want to survive. And I think a lot of times, we need to do that in our own life. We need to really step up, and fight for ourselves. Let me ask you this is, what are you fighting for? I mean, it's an honest question, I mean, I know a lot of you have, families, and whether you do, you don't, I mean, your own families, I mean, your kids, your jobs. I mean, what are you getting up each day? What are you doing? Are you just, going throughout the day and say, at the end of the night, saying, oh, well, there's another day gone by. What did I accomplish today? Well, I don't know. What did you accomplish? That's the question. So, going to the troops, I mean, they get stuff done, and they're a perfect example of the people that we need to be. They get stuff done, and that's exactly how we need to live our life. Live it with a mission. Don't just float through the day and say, oh, well, I'm here, So it don't work that way. So, and I think if you have that mindset, we need to work on changing that, and, set some specific goals, that we can work towards, whether, you work with me or whoever, or go to church, whatever you need to do, you need to work on that mindset. Because I've been there, I have, honestly. And it's not a great place to be at all, and it doesn't serve us well. And in the end, it's self-serving. It's the opposite of the fight, essentially. So, I mean, and that's not good. So if you're in there, by all means, just speak up. So, that's what we're here for, especially as a community, through Facebook. A lot of you have my phone number, so I mean, we can have a conversation. So that's what it's all about. But the key is, don't be afraid. So if you agree with that, send me a thumbs up. So I love that. But I do think, I mean, this essentially is, the fight of our life, and we only have, one chance to live it. So you might as well make the best of it. So no doubt, and, what do you want specifically is another good question to ask, whether it's, your ideal job, your ideal, family structure, your kids, your home, I mean, your health, your own fitness level, your body, I mean, your wealth, the type of income you want, the vacations, that you want to go to. I mean, these are all type of questions that you want to ask yourself, going through, going through your own journey. I mean, that's essentially what it's about. But share those aspects with your loved ones. That way they can help each other, help you. You can help them. I mean, because we all have aspirations, we all have dreams, and we need to I just think, not to get off on a too big a tangent. I know I'm running long, but it's like, and I think I probably said this before. With all of our technology, and I feel like we're drifting further apart, instead of drifting all closer together. Even though we're more connected than other, it just, to me, it don't make a lot of sense. We kind of get reclusive when you say, oh, that's great. Well, my life ain't great. Well, you got to realize that a lot of people, they put their best things on the internet. So, because maybe they don't feel the greatest, about themselves, but it's important to share struggles as well. So, I mean, that's how you grow. I mean, that's how you're going to learn and be able to really enjoy your journey. So I know I'm running long. So essentially, basically what I'm getting to is, stay in your fight. Stay in your fight, keep going, keep persevering. So, and I know you can do this. I mean, there's so much history of people, being down and out and coming back, and totally succeeding at life. I'm not saying you're a failure. I mean, you're only a failure if you don't do anything. So, by all means, you can do anything you want. So, I hope it's greatness. So, I truly do. All right, that's it for today. So, again, hope you have a wonderful day. So, bless the soldiers. If you have a soldier, if you see one today, go up and thank them. Reflect on those who have served. So, that's it. So, I thank you so much for watching. All right, take care. God bless. All right, bye now.